Welcome to Cards on Blast. Now, here's your hosts, JT and the Bird.
Hey, welcome into Cards on Blast. All new with the video cast. That's right. You got your guys JT and the Bird hanging out with you here. Thanks for joining us. What's going on, Bird? What's up, my friend? I can see you.
Oh, my goodness. It's so good to see you, my friend. And after about 2 hours of trying to figure this out, I'm excited that we're back on video and back on Cards on Blast for episode 5.
Hey, we're doing this for you guys out there. So thanks for joining us. We really do appreciate it, lending us your time, your ears. You're very important to us. You make this show. So keep it growing, baby. Hey, welcome to episode 5. We are chasing the grail today. We are talking rookie cards that change the game. Hey, just a quick reminder, follow, subscribe. That will help us grow this page quicker than anything. You see our socials right down here. Right there. Yep, now you can see me on video. Sorry, everybody on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. But you know what? If you're already there, you're already following us, hopefully. So make it good, baby. Hey, I got a quick story. Bird, you've been helping me get my top Series 1 full set of the 2025s, right?
Yeah.
So this guy came out to my softball game, people, as a good man will, drop some cards off to his buddy, even though he had a crap week. Thank you so much. But unfortunately, 3 of those cards I did not need. I don't know why.
Maybe they were early additions that you needed that I had, and maybe you got them since then.
It's possible. It's highly possible that I got them since then. I buy a lot of those stupid cards. Considering I almost had the full set already, yeah, that kind of proves that right there.
The full base set. The full base set.
Yes.
Yeah,
and the
got to clarify.
And the All-Stars. So, which are pretty much part of the base set. They're not any kind of inserts.
They're pretty much the base set.
Yeah.
There's like 21,000 cards in that set. So
I'm now at 1 base card remaining and 1 All-Star card remaining. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head who it is. It's not anybody of note worth here, so I would have remembered that, I'm pretty sure. But, hey, super close, man. Super close. I got to get those 2 cards. Maybe I'm jumping on eBay here just to get those 2 cards pretty soon.
Yeah, I think that probably is the best idea rather than chasing packs at this point.
It might be the only option at this point, my man, because if I keep getting more doubles, I'm not going to be able to see my computer screen pretty soon here. But I did just get some boxes, so I'm going to start boxing some of these cards up. Got about, what I get, eight boxes, a whole like 600 cards. So that should help a little bit, I would say. But, hey. But, we're going to be cracking a pack today. We're going to be talking about rookies, just like I stated in the open. And we're also going to be pulling out what's in the stack. So hopefully you guys will stick around. We're ready to share. We're ready to get into it. Bird, you ready, my man?
I am ready, my friend.
I love it. Let's go.
Time to crack that pack, where we open a pack live.
All right, buddy. So I think I'm addicted to a lot of things, especially all cards. But I think I'm addicted to these Donruss. Let's see if I can get in the light here. Donruss Basketball 2024-25. I really like these cards. I found a mega box. So we're not going to crack all these. I might crack 2 packs. You think that's sufficient, Bird?
That's probably sufficient. Let's talk about the hits that are in them.
Right.
Maybe some rookies.
There's 150 cards total in here, so there's no way we're sticking around for that. But I will crack a couple packs here. We'll make this worth everybody's time. Let's see here. Bird, give me a number, buddy. 1 through 10.
Ooh, that's, see, it's 6 o'clock now, so I want to do pack 6. And how about pack number 10?
It right at the end. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's start with 6 here. Let's put this back.
Maybe get some last pack magic there with that pack 10.
All right. Pack number 6. Here we go. And if I get any other hits from this box when I open this later, I'll share them at the end of our podcast so you guys can check them out. All righty. First pack. What do we got here? All right. Base card Colin Sexton. Base card Sadiq Bey, Washington. We got Karis LeVert. Okay, these are all bases. RJ Barrett. Quick story, really quick. I'm watching this guy on Instagram crack these exact cards, and he's just butchering names, bro. Easy names that you should know if you watched any NBA. All right, this guy obviously didn't watch a lick of NBA, and I don't even think he cares about base cards because he's literally just flipping to the parallels. You know what I mean? It's kind of sad. Kind of sad.
So Valanciunas was hard for him.
No, it was pretty stupid names that you'd be like, oh my god, this guy totally doesn't watch sports. He's just buying the cards. Let's see, Nicholas Batum. That's a really off-centered card. Oh my gosh. You guys will be able to see this. We'll be sharing this on the YouTube as we're kind of talking about it. Marcus Sasser from the Detroit Pistons. We got a rated rookie. We finally made it to our rookies. Yves Messi. Yeah, I heard him try to pronounce that name too. He butchered the hell out of that one. Okay, we are at our parallel card. Let's flip it over. Looks like we got a green Nick Claxton card. Pretty cool. All right. These are pretty cool parallels, but that's kind of the base parallel in the set.
That looks like the green laser, right?
Green laser, yeah, it's the base parallel that you get pretty much one in every pack, I believe.
Yeah.
At least in the Mega Box and the Blaster Box. Great Expectations insert. Looks like it's Matisse Buzelis. Good player.
Huh?
Now we're back to some more base cards. We're going Cason Wallace from the OKC Thunder. Hey, Austin Reeves. Shout out Dodger Dave. That's your GOAT, baby. All right. Naz Reid, Sixth Man of the Year. Stole that from my guy Malik Monk, but we digress. Josh Hart, Cam Johnson, and Herbert Jones. A little Herb Jones action. So not great. Nicholas Claxton, he's up in the house here. But let's go for pack number 10 now. A little bit better here, Bird.
Yeah.
Come on.
I just picked some random numbers out there. I guess I should have gone pack 4.
I'm telling you, 4 is the best number in the world, baby. Or 9. Or 9.
Yeah, I got nothing, man. I'm sorry.
No worries. I'm not going to do like those guys do and just go straight to the parallels, but let's kind of see what they have here. All right. I don't know if I'm getting something great in here, buddy. Lou Dort, OKC. Malik Beasley. Saw him just ruin a Kings game while I was there. My God, that guy can hit a 3. Chris Paul. Oh, shit. Dropping more cards. No problem. Rudy Gobert. Thanks, Rudy. My man DeMar DeRozan. Cole Anthony. Cam Spencer, rated rookie. And here's our parallel. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, it's the green laser, but it is of Paul George. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Not bad.
There you go.
Not bad. I believe that's the only parallel we're getting in here, buddy. Reed Shepherd, the rookies card. Back to some base. Isaiah Stewart, Pistons. Jacob Podol. Now I'm butchering names. Can you believe it?
That's what you get for talking shit.
Yep, that's what I did. That's what I get. Cam Thomas, and Keldon Johnson. Ooh, and Amen Thompson. I like Amen Thompson. He's good.
Amen, brother.
And,
Amen.
Tobias Harris. So now that I got to get these back in order, so when I do share the pictures, they are in order. So sorry, folks. Fresh's office game today.
Well, it's been a trying afternoon.
It's been a very trying afternoon. So bear with us. We might be a little frustrated at the moment, but we're still trying to give this to you exactly how we promised every week. But hey, we cracked that pack. Didn't get something great, but hey, this Paul George will do for now. I think it's a cool card. And like I said, if I get any other hits, you're going to see it at the very end of our video cast here. So podcasters, deal with it. Go on YouTube. Jeez, check out the video. What are you doing? All right. Let's crack that pack. Thanks for chilling with us on Crack That Pack. Bird, you don't have a pack, right? You told me you don't have a pack.
Well, I don't have a pack that would have rookies in it. I thought it would be fun, honestly, to bring in a couple alternative type collecting things. But whether we want to go through that or not, it's up to you. I don't really mind. So, but
No, I mean, I'd like to get into this rookie thing because I mean, I pulled some rookies out of here. Not
okay.
fantastic, nobody of noteworthy, but who in the NBA right now is a really hot rookie? Are you looking for anybody right now that's a rookie standout
You know,
for cards?
I've been kind of tapped out of the NBA a little bit this year, honestly. Have had a busy NBA season, if you will, with some personal life stuff. So
Got it.
kind of just not as checked into the NBA as I usually would be. But I hear Amen Thompson's name a lot.
Yeah, he's good. He was last year rookie.
Was he last year's rookie?
Yeah, he's last year's rookie. I
Okay.
pulled quite a few of him and his twin brother.
His twin brother, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I pulled quite a few of those rookie cards. I got some cool rookie cards of his actually, and he looks like he is going to be very good. He's very good at defense. Offense will come around, but I think he's better than his brother, and I think that's probably a safe bet. I think he's the best of the class last year to get.
Yeah.
But hey, rookie cards that like the holy grails that we're looking for, right? I wish I just wanted to put this out there. I wish I was old enough to know what the hell I was doing with a Michael Jordan rookie card. I think I was about 4, maybe 5 when he was a rookie. So even if I did have one, same with you. Even if I did have one in my possession, it probably wouldn't. I don't know. Pretty proud of my 10 and 12-year-old self, but 5-year-old self probably would have done something bad with that card, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely. I've been digging through old cards recently and just realizing that I spent a lot of time collecting, kept them fairly in good shape. However, didn't really know, had the guys I liked, but now they're worth jack crap because it was junk wax era.
Yeah, a lot of that junk wax era. I mean, that's our era, man. But those are the rookie guys
For
that
sure.
we grew up idolizing, really. I mean,
right.
You got a lot of superstars in the NBA and MLB, and like you said, there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of those cards, and hopefully somebody finds value in them because they probably ain't worth a whole lot. Sure, that Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck, there you go. There's an outlier, right?
Only if it's graded properly. The base card's worth nothing almost now, but you get a high graded 9 or 10, then maybe you're looking into something that's worth a little bit. But anything below that, you're probably just wasting time on it. So,
yeah, because
I love that card though.
What's the Jordan like most? I would say the most printed rookie out there is probably that Fleer one, right?
I'm not sure if it's the most printed, but it's definitely a card people are looking for back in the day. I mean, I think Jordan's always going to be, somewhat valuable, depending on condition. So even his non-really popular cards still have some value just because he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, heck, we got the 90 versions of Michael Jordan's cards is what mostly I have, and they still have some value. It's not like they're worth nothing. They're still a Jordan card. They're still in great shape. I could get it graded if I wanted, which I have before, but
Right.
What about football? I mean, who's the chase? Who's the chase for this upcoming year? We just had the draft, right? I mean,
we did. I mean, you think you got. I mean, I know he's probably not going to be the guy that everybody's chasing, but you got to love Travis Hunter, going both ways. Wide receiver, cornerback. That's always exciting. Funny enough, I think even though speaking of people from Colorado, his teammate Shador, even though he went in the 5th round, I still feel like he's collectible because the kid's got a personality on him and he's Deion's kid.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's obviously other guys, that were drafted early that are going to be exciting. I think it's Golden out of Texas that ended up going to, I'm blanking on their team name. Oh, the Bears, I think. No, I don't know.
Bears
and then
a bunch of wide receivers. I know that.
Yeah, it wasn't the Bears that Golden went to. I just off the top of my head, I can't remember who he got drafted early. Genty that went to the Raiders, probably going to be a solid pickup running back.
Okay.
If he has if he has an outstanding season, hopefully, a combination of him and Brock Bowers makes their team relevant again.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, football rookie. That's really the only reason I watch the draft. I could care less about the draft. I don't think it's that exciting to watch people's names get called and, a bunch of family members getting all excited for them. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy for you, buddy. You just became a millionaire. Good for you. You know what? With the NIL, you probably were already a millionaire. And this, which kind of is reshaping football, honestly, I think, because if these guys already had money, like, what's their incentive to play? You better really love football if you're going to go try to make it in the NFL now, because if you already have money, that's not your kind of motivation anymore, right?
Right.
So, but yeah, there's a lot of good rookies. Cam Ward, obviously, number one
Cam
pick.
Ward, number 1 pick.
Yeah.
But he is playing for Tennessee, so who knows?
I did see Warren Moon gave him the blessing to wear his number 1 jersey. That was actually
Really?
kind of cool. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Wow.
Kind of came out and gave him his the number 1 jersey and said he can wear it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
that's pretty slick.
I mean, what rookies football wise do you have stashed away? You got any Brady rookies in there?
Oh, no, you know what? That was
Wish
Brady's rookies were kind of in a time where I wasn't collecting. I'm kind of coming back into it. Of course, obviously Jaden Daniels out of the new school people. You got some guys in there. But a lot of my stuff that I have football. I actually was never a huge football collector when I was a kid. I was more basketball centric back then.
Gotcha.
Although now as an old man as I am, more of a football, baseball actually has become a little bit more of my go-to.
Absolutely. Yeah, people are crazy for football, man. It's weird. It's really weird here. If you guys are somewhere abroad, you're not in America watching us here or listening to us, American football is nuts, man. They just go crazy for it. I don't get it. I like football, but it's not my top priority. Like, the buddy I golf with, refuses to golf on Sundays because football will be on. It's like, really? Really? You ever heard of an iPad, buddy? Ever? No.
Yeah, but there's something about watching a football game. It depends on how you watch games and things like that, and who you're. Like me, I don't actually get to watch that much football because my kids are lame and they don't want to watch sports. They both play sports, but they don't want to watch sports, and so I end up getting occupied with them most of the time. The good news is football's on like 7 days a week now, so I can find a game somewhere during the week, to sit down and watch.
Yeah, I mean, you even pulled a rookie last week. We had Chase on last week, and too bad for him, he missed the video by 1 episode. Sorry, Chase, we'll get you back on, buddy. But you pulled that Jaden Daniels out of the pack he gave you. That was freaking awesome.
Yeah. Well, he ended up with that card. I gave it back to him because it was his pack.
Set, but you opened it.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it was fun to open. Yeah.
Sure.
And, never mad about getting that,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got a really nice Jaden Daniels card, actually. I am planning on sending in, I believe it's from the Prestige, and I think it's like a diamond refractor. I'll put it up on the YouTube so everybody can see it.
Nice.
But I'm definitely getting that one graded. I got actually a whole stack here that I'm ready to send in, buddy. I think I'm going to do it this week, so we'll keep you updated on that.
You going to go PSA route, or are you going to go Beckett, or?
I like PSA. The turnaround time was fine when it wasn't an autograph. I did get my auto back, which I'm not going to just step on any toes because I'm sharing that a little later, just FYI. But I did get that back. But that turnaround time was like 60-something days with the auto. The other ones, they stayed right on true, right? The 40 to 45 days was right.
But that's been upgraded since last time you sent them in, too.
Right. So we'll just have to play it by ear. But Chase was talking about Beckett. He got that back pretty quickly with Beckett, didn't he?
Yeah, but he paid the upgraded price to get that back quickly. So, yeah, when you pay $129 for him to rock and roll your card, it comes back within 7 business days. So,
and I don't think any of my cards are worth paying that much money to get them back that fast. That card was.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that card he sent in absolutely was. I don't blame him one bit. If I pulled that card, I'd do the same damn thing, man. The same thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not sure. I haven't checked in with him this week much, but I'm not sure if he sold that card or if he's still holding on to it.
All right. Well, any other rookie talk that you got going on here? You got something else you want to mention?
Oh, well, you know what? So I have mentioned it a couple times on the show that I've been dealing with personal stuff, and kind of to pull the curtain back, if you will, on life, because I think being honest and truth on, on something like this is kind of important. Um, and just kind of sharing our real lives because we're, on the air here. But I did unfortunately lose my mom last Thursday. So she had a battle with Parkinson's disease, and it finally got the best of her. But she is in a better place and not dealing with that disease anymore and the effects of it.
Sorry
but
to hear that, my friend.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But that being said, my mom was a Giants fan to her core, San Francisco Giants, not New York Giants. Nobody wants to vote for them right now.
No.
Although Malik Neighbors is ridiculous, and I love that guy. But that's a rookie, by the way, from last year. That would be worth keeping.
Agreed.
But the San Francisco Giants, and I just honestly I took a minute here in the short amount of time I've had to really do research for this episode, and ended up taking a look at the most valuable San Francisco Giants cards as far as what is sold, and I don't know if this list is completely accurate, but the top 5 cards that have been sold that are Giants players: Willie Mays rookie, 1951. 52 Willie Mays. By the way, that 51 Willie Mays upwards of $500,000 in a PSA 10.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, the 52 Willie Mays, you're pushing 100,000. Orlando Cepeda, his rookie, 25K. Willie McCovey, 10 grand for his. And so I read this other one that they had on here was very odd. It is a 1975 Topps Mike Ivy prospect card.
Mike Ivy.
Which don't worry, you've never heard of this person because I haven't either. However, this guy, this set particularly was apparently given out only by J.C. Penney's. Yeah, okay. And apparently this is like one of the most sought after prospect cards, like for the Giants ever. And I don't know why specifically, but it was a very popular card. So now, obviously, me and you weren't around for any of those players because those are all 50s through 70s.
Right.
So I grabbed a couple of notable Giants, and I figured I'd throw it out to you if you had some others. But guys that I think would be collectible: Juan Marichal, pitcher for the Giants back in the day; Buster Posey. Definitely. Obviously, Willie McCovey, which we mentioned earlier. I mean, they named, McCovey Cove after him there outside the stadium.
My mom's favorite player of all time, by the way.
Willie McCovey is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Going back in the old days, Mel Ott, Bobby Bonds, Barry's dad. And then coming a little more now, you've got Barry Bonds, obviously, he's
easy.
He's just ridiculous, and he was amazing to watch, even though he was potentially, theoretically juiced up a little bit. And then you got Madison Bumgarner, the pitcher for the Giants, played with him for quite a while. And my favorite Giant of all time, even though I'm not a Giants fan, was Will Clark. And also a great follow on Instagram if you have not.
Absolutely.
Because he does nothing. Yeah, nothing but talk crap about current baseball players and their inability to be good.
Absolutely. I love Will. Honestly, wasn't a big fan of him on the field, but now just to hear his stories and the way he goes on his podcast, it's fantastic, and I love Will Clark now. I look back and I'm like, you know what? He was a great baseball player, and
he was really good.
I didn't like him because my mom tried to push the Giants on me probably when I was a kid.
Right.
Yeah. And none of those baby pictures with Giants gear and JT exist anymore. No.
What are there any Giants that I forgot there that come to mind?
I mean, man, I'm looking back at like Jose Uribe. You remember him?
Okay.
Robbie Thompson. That was my era of the Giants. I knew
Matt Williams, Kevin Mitchell.
Williams. Yeah, for crying out loud. Kevin Mitchell with the one-handed barehanded catch. Sure, that might be all you know about him, but he was a hell of a baseball player. Kevin Mitchell was the
Yeah,
man.
for sure. And
Yeah.
also in the later years here in the 2010, 12, or was it 8, 10, 12, the years they won,
Mm-hmm.
where they won three, but every other year.
Every other year. Yep.
What was the guy that they called the Panda? Do you remember
Oh,
him?
not Cespedes. What was that's the guy on the
No,
A's?
not Cespedes.
Oh my goodness, it's right on the tip of my tongue, and now I feel
Yeah,
pretty
I
ridiculous.
just always remember him as the Panda. So,
Yeah,
but I know
Sandoval, Pablo
yeah, I know
Sandoval.
he was very much loved there in San Francisco by their
Yeah.
fans, and
Yeah,
just big guy, big personality. You know, a lot of fun to watch. And then
absolutely.
they got the new guy on there, which I'm blanking on his name. I want to say it's Suzuki or something like that. The center fielder for him currently, kind of a stud,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember his name because I am not a Giants fan. But
Yeah. No, we don't pay
you
attention
know,
to the Giants that much, and I mean, we live in the region, we live in that area. Um, Unfortunately, I am an A's fan, so I try to keep up with their players, but it's hard because they cycle through them so fast. So hopefully we keep this roster that we got. But yeah, nice to go through all those Giants, man. I mean, if you're looking
yeah,
if you're looking for those kind of cards, those are the guys to go after if you want Giants cards for sure, for sure.
yeah, I think so. So anyway, that's my shout out to my mom. Rest in peace. You know, you're up there with your family, and hopefully everything's going well, and you're cruising around with your dogs.
Absolutely, man. I spent a lot of time at your house as a young kid, so I knew your mom pretty well. Um,
Yes,
Absolutely
sir.
great lady. Gonna miss her, man. I haven't seen her in a long time, and I'll see her one day. We'll all be partying together one day, buddy.
One day for sure.
Damn right.
And the center fielder's name, for the record, is Jung Ho Lee. Jung
Jung
Hoo
Ho,
Lee.
Jung Hoo Lee.
Jung Hoo Lee.
Yeah,
But I
got
am
a few of his cards.
these Japanese players that are coming into the league, man, are a lot of fun to watch. Um, you know, and you know, what rookies are you excited about? Are you, you know, Crow Armstrong on the Cubs? As a Cubs fan, you know, I'm digging him. He's doing having a heck of a season. But I know you got a couple A's guys that are pretty damn good too.
Oh yeah. This guy coming up, Nick Kurtz. I finally remember his last name now. I think it was last week. I couldn't remember his name. Well, I do now because guess what? I went on eBay and bought some awesome refractor card of his for like, I don't know, like $10. I feel like it's
There
gonna
you
be
go.
worth it. I feel like dude's gonna be a stud. I mean, A's always have rookies, but it's so hard to pinpoint them because who knows where they're going to be next year, if they're even going to still be in the bigs, or they're going to go down to AAA, or it's really hard to keep up with that team sometimes, and it's kind of annoying at times, but it is what it is. I can't back away from my fandom, right? Like, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. You stick with your team no matter what, even if they suck, which they have for quite a while now. So,
Yeah, and
um,
obviously you're looking back. What last year, Ellie? I know
oh
you're an
yeah,
Ellie
Ellie.
fan.
I'm a huge Ellie fan. Favorite
Yeah,
baseball player right now, and I've got a bunch of his cards. You know, I think I shared that rated prospect card I got last week with you guys. Dude,
yeah,
I'm so happy about that card right there. So, um, stoked. Yeah, but
definitely,
a lot of rookies out there to go get, man. It's just a matter of who's gonna be what when they get in a few more years. So hold on to those rookie cards. You never know. There's always those surprises where you didn't think, and the guy's just gonna come and he's gonna pop, man. So hold on to those cards, absolutely.
definitely.
And now, time for What You Got in the Stack.
Okay, Bird. I don't know if you brought anything for in the stack, but I got a couple.
I brought a couple actually.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did bring a couple. All
I did.
right.
I did.
Oh my
I did.
God.
I
You
despite
remembered something at least. That's great.
I did. Yeah. So
No worries. Go ahead and go first, then, my friend. Let's
okay,
see what you
yours are
got in the
probably your.
stack.
I was gonna say yours are probably better than mine.
It doesn't matter.
Although
There's no better.
well, I know, you know, I got a wild hair yesterday and decided to buy 4 boxes of 2024 high number heritage of
Love
the
those cards.
the booster ones.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of started putting the base set together actually because of it, and they look really good in a binder.
I bet.
Really good.
Yeah.
But the cards that I brought in were I got some that were numbered to 699, but I brought in the two that I got that were numbered to 225. And so that is a Josh Naylor in a like silver refractor kind of situation here. So that is the card, as you can see. And Josh Naylor is a first baseman for the Cleveland Guardians. And
I brought knew that actually.
Yeah, his name I definitely recognize. This guy did not, probably because he plays for the White Sox and he's a catcher. But the gentleman's name is Corey Lee. Mm-hmm. And despite that, he is in the Major League Baseball, so he's a stud.
What kind of refractor is that? Is that like a...
It's like a silver kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
But it looks good, and I'm a fan of him. So, a couple of fun cards to add to my set. I did open a pack of 2024 Heritage before we started the show and got absolute dog crap out of it. So not even, let's see, did I even get a rookie just for fun? So I can, where do we get? Oh, we got a Trey Lipscomb rookie, third base for the Nationals.
Yep.
And Connor Kaiser, shortstop for the Rockies. And Tobias Myers, pitcher for the Brewers. So those are my rookies out of the pack, but I got no parallels, no nothing. Just a big stiffy pack.
Okay.
Just got crap.
It's the way those blaster boxes roll sometimes, man. I mean, I've gotten nothing before, and I've gotten autos before. So,
Yeah. Well, I bought that out of a hobby. I grabbed that one pack out of a hobby pack earlier today. So.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Or hobby box, I should say.
What I have to share today, which will be up on our fine YouTube page for everybody to see, is my graded. I was talking about it earlier. Just got it back. Graded Jalen Williams, excuse me. Was kind of depressed that it came back as an 8 overall, but the auto did come back as a 10, which I guess is good. Can't not complain about that, right? But it is a silver refractor, right? Not numbered, but it is a refractor. I love this card, by the way, and Jalen Williams is doing right by me by making all-star teams, number 1 seeds, scoring in the playoffs, doing the interviews at the end of the game. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm so happy for this kid. Not only because he's a good kid, he's a good ball player, but I got that card. Next to share, which I am going to be sending in for grading pretty soon. This is in the stack for grading right now. It is my auto Malik Monk from the Topps Finest 2024, which the Jalen Williams was from the same set, just FYI. Is
that 50 out of 50?
This is number 50 out of 50. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it is a gold. Gold. There's a regular golds, and then there's this gold, right? It's something to do with the pattern that's on there. You guys will be able to see it. But Malik Monk, one of my favorite players.
I'm over here feeling like gold member. Like, I love gold. It's a win.
Yeah, it's a really cool card. I did not pull that out of a pack. I bought that on eBay because those are the guys that I like to collect. Malik Monk's my guy. If you can get something reasonable at a reasonable price, all for it. So
yeah,
whoever that guy was that sold it to me, you are the man, sir. Thank you so much.
Nice, man. Nice. I look forward to seeing what it gets when it comes back.
Hey, you got to watch those yawns. We're on video now. You know that, right?
I'm aware of that, sir. But, we were supposed to start this thing 2 hours ago.
I know. My dog's kind of pissed off. We went right through her food time. She came up here bumping my leg earlier like, hey, you forget about me? I'm like, yeah, a little bit. Sorry. But yeah, that was what's in the stack today, guys. So we'll be sharing that weekly with you. We'll get a guest on here. They pull from their stack. If you're somebody that wants to show off your cards, you want to come on the video cast, heck,
yeah,
hit us up. Email us. Hit us on the DMs on Instagram or X. Bird's got your back. He'll contact you back for sure.
Yep, for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely get in touch with you.
Yes. All right, Bird. You got one more segment, buddy, and we'll wrap this up.
Sounds good.
I do want to know. I know you just shared that Heritage pack, but did you open anything else? Do you have a card pull of the week?
I don't know if it's a card pull of the week. I actually have some weird alternate type stuff here I mentioned it. So
yeah, you mentioned it, but if you want to share it, we got to do this properly.
Oh,
sir.
Of course.
And now, time for Card Pull of the Week.
All right, buddy. Let's see what you got. What was your card pull of the week? One card.
Oh man.
Beyond all that you hadn't showed yet.
All right. Well,
here if you don't. So
okay. Well, you know, I opened a couple of random weird kind of stuff here, not sports cards related, but I did open a Yu-Gi-Oh pack called Supreme Darkness, which is a card playing game. However, I didn't get much out of that, but I did open my first ever One Piece anime card game, pack. The series is called Royal Blood, and I had no idea what to expect. I mean, I knew that it was cartoon-like characters and whatnot, but the one that looked to be the most impressive, not just because of the design of the card, but because it is super shiny and kind of cool, is a character by the name of Rebecca Desrosa. I am not sure what she specifically does in the show or who she is, but apparently One Piece follows all anime, and that is the card.
Okay.
So you can see the shine on. Yeah, I mean, it's a neat looking card, and but I'd say out of the two packs that I opened for fun, just to see what they were about, that's probably the coolest of the cards that I pulled.
Okay. Yeah, when you get beyond sports cards, unless you're talking Marvel or DC cards, you got me, buddy. So any questions on these Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, you better shoot them to Bird, because I will not answer them. I just don't know. It's not that I don't let my ignorance shine through. I'll just swallow my pride and tell you I don't know. That's how it goes.
Yeah, and honestly, I might be more knowledgeable in this than I am on sports cards, even because my kids have been collecting for a while. So
yeah, having kids helps, man. My kid's a grown ass man already, man. He isn't gonna help me with this at all. So,
right.
But I do love him. I love you, son. My card pull of the week was out of the 2025 Monopoly Prism box. I did get I believe this is a Nebula. I think this is the Nebula. Paulo Banchero Nebula. So
okay.
Monopoly, Paulo Banchero. Not this rookie second-year card, but hey, still a freaking cool card. I like Paulo. I think he's going to be a huge star in the league, man. Huge.
I was going to say, I didn't really know his name until this year, and I saw he was kind of killing it in the playoffs and doing well for them. So, I think you're right.
Got a tall mountain to climb with Boston there, so it is what it is. But the future looks bright for that organization and that team. The Magic look pretty dang good, man, with Wagner and Banchero, and they're probably going to make some trades, and they're looking really scary, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you'll see improvement from them, hopefully, as they get more young talent or even add a veteran presence or two.
Yeah. Yep. Well, those were our card pulls of the week. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Really cool card, Bird. I'm not sure what you do with it or how you value it, but it's cool looking. Like, I like the artwork.
It's honestly worth like 20 cents.
Okay.
I don't really care. It was more so the pack was fairly cheap. It was like $5 at my local card store. And just to check something out for $5, kind of fun. So yeah, 19 cents. That's what it's going for on TCG Player, which is where you want to value all of your card game cards versus your standard looking at prices. TCG is kind of the place to look.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, all is well if you're happy with what you have. There's
hey, it was fun to open. It was a fun pack to open and see some of the cool, bright, colorful cards. I get why people enjoy it, and then obviously there's a game that goes along with it. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you ever played that game?
I have not actually, but I know it is very popular. It's probably number three of the games. Magic the Gathering, definitely first. Then Pokemon, and then after that, maybe it's either Yu-Gi-Oh or One Piece probably are the next most popular. But speaking of Magic the Gathering for fun, they're coming out with a new set that merges Magic the Gathering with Final Fantasy.
Game?
Yeah, the video game. And the nerd in me kind of wants to get it just for fun because I love Final Fantasy games. So
You know what? I did actually like Final Fantasy games. I just didn't get into it to where I like know anything about it. But I liked playing it. It was cool with the hit points and the level up kind of stuff. I love stuff like that.
Final Fantasy VII took probably 1,000 hours of my life in my teenage years.
Yeah, I mean, I got it real in big like Skyrim. You ever played Skyrim?
I've only played it once, but it was pretty cool.
I mean, it's very in-depth and long, and it's fun, though. It's fun.
Yeah.
Know? I do have that nerd side in me, so hey, maybe I could get into this kind of stuff. If I knew more about it, maybe you could teach me. Maybe you could show me a little bit about these cards.
Right. Well, maybe I'll buy a box and we'll break it together so you can see all the stuff.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Maybe I'll just buy some random Pokemon box. You can tell me if I got something good, man. I mean,
good luck finding it.
Okay, that's not very assuring. I don't like that.
No, well, finding boxes of Pokemon is very. You're lucky to find packs of Pokemon at this point.
Got it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks for joining us today. That is episode number 5. Cards on Blast. Please follow us on social media. Bert, give them the socials.
Yeah, I mean, you got to come check us out on YouTube, Instagram, X. Particularly, we want to see comments. We want to see some love. Apparently, it's right down there at the bottom of the screen. So you guys can find us on there. And then if you're just wanting to listen to us instead of looking at us, you always have Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. And this will be live hopefully in the next day or so. And I'll post something on Instagram letting you guys know that it is up and live and you can listen to this wonderful episode 5.
That's right. So follow us on socials. Bird, nice seeing you, my friend. I'll see you again next week.
Sounds good, man.
And everybody out there in the card collecting world, man, hope you pull something good. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
No, seriously, I think I'm done. Ooh, I think we're done. I think that's good.
You finished?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?